You.
What is it now?
We're gonna have a meeting. Come on, need to explain Wednesday.
Alright.
Come on. Come on, rest your legs, come on. Right, I mean, you can take a seat, I don't mind. Where's Cheese, Silver?
I think Silva's taking a nap.
Okay, well, I'll explain to him later. It's fine, it's fine. So, look. I suppose I should explain what's happening on Wednesday. I've just made a quick report about it, just so I can explain. Obviously, this is going to be a longer expedition into Theon territory. We will not be staying within Theon. We'll be staying on the borders for at most a week. So, with that in mind, I would also say as well, if you have any questions at all whatsoever throughout me explaining this, please do let them be known. Any questions so far?
Where's Theon?
Theon is to the north. I don't have the exact coordinates on me, but they are somewhere in which I can get, which, dear Beans here will direct us to. So, it's all good. Now then, the next order of business is obviously who is going on this endeavor. Lilith, I need you to stay back here.
Okay.
Yep, terribly sorry, but, you know, what has to be done has to be done. We still need people watching the camp, and we need to also make sure that Mira is in good health.
Oh, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
Picked up a good item recently for her.
Oh, perfect. Well, that's good. You know, by all means, give them some of their things. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Now then, on the topic actually, the people coming, that will involve the Architect Vortex. That will involve Scout Beans, Hunter Irish, Hunter Silver, Champion Cheese, and me. So that is our general roster, and we are going to be going there more for as a business trip, but also for pleasure, as you see.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, it's fine. Come along, take a seat, take a seat. There, carry on.
A lot of Endermen over there.
Alright, we'll clear it out later. Look, so the key thing is, any questions so far before I go into the actual details of the endeavor? Nope, good. Well, what will be happening is that we will be going to Theon to requisition some lost items. Beans. How many horns did we lose to your capitalist ways?
4?
Okay, 4 horns. That's...
Sold 4 horns to them?
And how much was it for again, Beans?
Does it really matter?
It really
Yes.
does. Because...
I gave them 2.
What?
They're
What?
being very nice.
We need these horns. Put it this way, it's not the fact that we have an excess, it's the fact that if they know how to use them... What? Okay, let's say they blow Mira's help me call and someone starts running and they set up an ambush, eh? What do we do in that regard?
I don't know.
Exactly, we get caught. That's a... Okay, so it's 6 horns I'm looking for. Well, it's a good thing I brought extra, since at least So, oh, Jesus Christ. So, we sold 6 horns, technically, for... How many diamonds was it you sold yours for, Beans?
8?
8
You sold them
diamonds.
What?
Singular diamonds, not blocks, singular diamonds.
You
So,
could get freaking
Listen,
20
you
diamonds on
shut
that.
up, okay? Listen.
Yep.
I thought there was a good deal, okay?
we can
What?
mine that easily. I've been extending the mine myself. So, I have been able to requisition a few things that might catch your fancy, a bit of gold, some diamonds, and just in case, some emeralds. We need them back, but at the end of the day, we'll act as though it is just a mutual trading offer and not a case of we fucked up.
What, sir? Might I
Mhm.
ask a question?
Yep,
Is
go
there
ahead.
any possibility on us just taking them when they're not looking?
Well, put it this way. If someone takes them, who are they going to blame?
Sure as hell not us. We're halfway across
They
the world from them.
will blame us because we just visited there, didn't we? Because I still need to go there with our Architect Vortex in order to actually see their buildings. Now, Beans, I know that you had your report, but let's be honest, you're not a stonemason or an architect. You don't know exactly, you know, the strength in building, right?
He's also not a trader.
Yeah, that's true.
True. Now then, the other thing is, we will then need him to analyze the building structures, you know, ensure that the walls are solid and that, well, you know, well, and quite frankly, I'd hope they're not solid, so if there ever is a altercation with them, things can happen in our favor. But I do want to elaborate on this part. I'm not planning for a war. I want that misconception, if any of you had it, out of your heads. We're not planning to go to war with another nation. Even though I feel like we easily could, there's no point. Why do we want to go to Theon? If we wipe it out, that's just another loose end that will inevitably have to be dealt with and possible information lost. If we subjugate them, why would we do that? They're all the way over in the plains, it'd be a hell of a ball ache in order to get an entire ice tunnel down there. So for now, we are keeping Theon in arm's reach. So that is what this visit is for, as after all, last time they visited us in, less than amicable terms, so we will just arrive on their doorstep, as what Beans is going to do is send them a piece of paper saying that we are arriving, and make sure they know it's us, so when it comes to the day, they will see it, and we are meant to be expected, so they can't hide anything in particular, or at least have long enough to hide anything in particular. Understood?
Understood.
Right, so that is the primary objective of the mission. Now, you might also be wondering, how are we going to encamp there, since we've obviously made this encampment? Well, let's be honest, we're all a little bit out of practice. We've been here for a fair few months now, the months including being on the ship. We haven't been very nomadic, have we? I'm sure many of you don't even remember how we build our encampment tents, do you? Well, it's not even a tent, it's a cabin. So, I have been able to prepare just a small guide in my reconciliation of knowledge and with my advice from our architect Vortex, and carry on with... Jeez, Lilith, you listening?
Huh?
Are you listening?
Oh, there are pretty lights outside, sorry.
Pretty lights, what do you mean? You mean the torches I put in the trees?
No, the sky is pretty light.
Oh, the Aurora
Oh,
Borealis.
green.
Dude.
It's an...
Hansel,
Yes?
you sure it's a good idea to put torches inside the
Yes, because there'll be a
trees?
creeper coming out of that tree at some point. The leaves are wet enough from the snow, it's fine. Once the snow melts, it then make sure that they are saturated plenty. So it's
Yes,
all
we
good.
don't want any issues with creepers and trees, do we?
Precisely. So hopefully, those sort of measures can be amended when it comes to the time. Now then. Wait, 1, 2,
where'd cheese
3,
go?
where?
Cheese!
Cheers!
Cheese!
We are a well-organized group.
Oh dear lord, let me do a
I think
horn.
Cheese went to go take a nap.
Alright, it's fine. At the end of the day, it's fine. We'll leave it there. I do still want able-bodied peoples around anyway, so let's carry on, shall we? So, basically, what we are going to be doing is setting up a small encampment. There will be 6 people on this endeavor. That means 2 log cabins will be made. They have a typical structure that I have explained with Vortex, but all you need to know is that there's 3 people to a camper. So, obviously, we are going to be bunking up. Nowhere near as stuffy as that log cabin over there, but still, it's going to be close conditions, needless to say. So bear that in mind, okay? Any questions about that? If I feel like you got a question?
No. Huh?
Oh,
No.
Sir,
Alright,
who'd be
perfect, yep.
bunking with who?
That is to be decided on the day. Obviously, I don't get involved with your personal lives and who you like and who you don't like. At the end of the day, that shouldn't matter. That is merely to sleep in and to take care of yourself. It is not a matter of luxury, it is a matter of visiting and occupation of what we are. So, you'll bunk with who you are then to bunk with. Are there any concerns about that?
Can I stay away from Irish if possible?
We can see to that if need be. If there is an issue, you just let me know. Well, look, at the end of the day, we all have people that we prefer not to sleep with. You know, it's fine. But put it this way. Look, the bunking aside, that's not really too much of a point. At the end of the day, we are going to be bunking close to a creek, I believe, being told us about, or a river, I suppose is the correct term. So at the end of the day, if someone is navigationally challenged or we get split up, we follow the river to a local landmark. So, with that in mind, our next parts we should also consider. What will be happening when it comes to the general destination? It'll be a 10-minute journey, but we will be taking the horses with. As you can see, we have had a few more horses bred at the same time. Most of them are equipped with iron armor, but at the end of the day we have one for diamond, just as a show of force. So, that is all good. Obviously we will be bringing our own supplies, including hitching posts for everything and everyone. So we will need to ensure that appropriate leads are given. So, bear that in mind, that you'll be bringing your own lead. If you forget to bring one, you'll eventually have to put the horse in a hole, which is not what anyone wants to do. So, the next part. we will be able to bring some storage facilities, as chances are that will be needed. As I've said, it will be positioned by a river. Now, as you know as well, with us, we like to disassemble when we can, right? We don't leave a mark on whatever we do, because if we do leave a mark, that is dreadful for the rest of all of us. So, let us all bear in mind. This camp, just give me a moment, This camp will be, just give me a moment, let me finish what I'm saying, okay? So, at the end of the day, this camp...
There's
Sorry?
What?
Sir, there's somebody
Sorry?
here.
Titans, welcome! Well,
What
how
the-
we doing? Lovely to see you all. My name is Dio, Captain Dio. If you would,
Whoa.
you know, rather. Oh, Jesus Christ! One of you is very. Hi, lovely to see you. We come all the way from the lovely little coast, and you know, you may be thinking, how did we get in?
Frog?
Well, it's trees over
Frog?
the fence.
You brought frog?
Yes, we bought a pheasant.
What is
a
he
pheasant,
doing
not a
here?
pheasant, a present.
Took
Yeah,
and
present.
blackmailed.
Oh, no.
I'm not here, I'm not
It's,
here. No,
Frog
please.
is
Irish.
I don't wanna go
volunteer.
here. So,
Irish,
okay.
stand, Frog, not one word out of you. You are going to the blacksmith house with Irish. Irish, you are not to do anything to him, but keep him under watch. Is that understood?
Aye, sir.
Frog, I suggest you cooperate with us here, since you know what happens when you
Aye,
don't.
aye.
Aye. You get it because you have no eye.
Oh, yes.
Indeed.
Sorry.
Amazing
Aye.
handiwork for that. No,
Come on.
you know, like
Yes.
I'm just saying, you know, if it was me, I would have done both eyes, but that's just personal preference. you
Well,
know?
at the end of the
I
day,
wanted to really suffer.
well, at the end of the day, you know, yeah, sorry, I should go along with that. I'm assuming you're someone of rapport. Bear in mind, you know, you're wearing a piece of headgear, but care to introduce yourself here?
Hi, my name is Dio. I like long walks on the beach.
Right.
And I am going to help you end a war that hasn't even started. And my
what?
first peace offering is Frog.
There's
Okay.
Wait, what?
Peace offering. Care to elaborate on that matter, since at least in my mind, if he didn't come back here, so be it. But, you know, carry on. I'm curious. I'm hearing you out here. I'm curious.
First of all, I want to make sure that nothing bad's going to happen here today. That's why I'm, you know.
I
I'm
didn't
not
plan to
doing
do anything horrid, since we were just planning a future excursion, so you caught us in a bit of a, you know, lecturing situation.
Are you going to Fionn?
Yes, no, we certainly were, actually. It's a endeavour later on in the week, so... No, it's interesting. You're Krakens Creek, I assume. The pirates.
The
That's us.
pirates.
Yes,
Right.
hello.
That's us.
Lovely.
Ye-
Wait.
yes.
Hello.
What have you had? Wait, good things or bad
Oh
things?
boy,
You guys have gold.
No, we actually do
No.
not.
Oh,
But
you
we
don't
can
have
get
gold?
some.
Oh, well, here you go. Take some of that. That was going to be for a future excursion, but we have some to spare, so there you go. Oh god, I can see what happened with Frog now. Oh, bugger. Anyway, yep, no, don't worry. Either way. Yes, no, we were going to go to Vion for a small excursion, see how they're doing, since they decided to take a visit to us. We thought it's good to take a visit to them, and funny enough, we were going
Yeah,
to come
about
say hi
that.
to you. But here you are.
Do you want me to fill you in?
You know, sure, since last I heard, there was a war going on between you two, so you
second.
coming here would imply... Oh, are you thirsty? I could get you some meat.
Oh no, this is vodka. It's all right.
Okay, oh, okay, fine. Stronger stuff. Oh
Right,
god, not
so-
another one who coughs. I mean, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, wait. What do you mean coughs?
Dear, don't worry. We've had a few sicknesses go about, but, you know, none of our faults, don't worry. We keep clean.
In complete honesty,
Mead.
Split that one
Mead.
with the other one.
Yeah, sorry, I got...
complete-
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to ask. Name, sorry, my manners are a bit on fritz. What's your name, dear?
I'm Wimser, hello.
Wimser, right, pleasure to meet you, and you are...
Windsor is
Meet
my
you too.
second in hand.
Okay, oh, okay,
My first
second.
mate.
Okay, first mate,
Yeah.
that's your term, right, yes, no, sorry, pirates, right, okay. There were pirates before, yeah, no, okay.
Um,
Right, sorry, carry on.
We were wrecked on an island far
Mhm.
south. Far north actually.
Right,
and
yes.
We came, you know, thinking that, you know, we'd just come over and
Mhm.
move on in 2 weeks. But it turns out we're staying, and we met
Right.
Fionn along the way.
Mm, yes,
And,
yes.
Well, Fionn is a bitch of a nation.
I would prefer not to comment right now, but I have heard of matters involving you two, primarily one involving a ship of sorts, am I correct in that?
Oh, no, listen, the ship is nothing, right? We stole the
Right,
ship, we gave
okay.
it back, it's all sorts of things, right?
Okay, so it's
Here's
not
the
a
thing.
war.
No, God, no.
Okay.
Theon is a selfish, ignorant, and
Hmm.
cheating society. And I tell you this because we used to be almost allies.
Oh, now that's in.
Almost?
Yeah.
Almost.
Theo, sorry, it's probably cold out here. Would you like to take a step indoors, or are you fine here?
What do you want to do?
It is pretty
We-
cold.
We have more mead, you can help warm you out, and we have campfires over there as well. We can also give you some history as well about some of the events here.
Is it in here?
Yes, no, by all means. It's
Yeah?
just a larger house. You can take a look through it all. It's fine.
Oh.
There's no secrets here. It's
Come
fine.
on.
Now, I would
Is
ask that
this
nothing gets
really
pillaged. I do
necessary?
know the inventory here. Are you?
I
Is
are
this
like
you-
really
this one.
necessary?
Yes, no,
Yep.
they seem to follow. Please don't mind the frogs up there. That is
There is-
our friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sir Froge. Sir Froge is
Yes,
here.
sorry, that's another
Very
one of our
nice.
members, Sir Froge. So, you know, they are here. They can, be a, they're one of the most loyal members, dare I say. So, sorry, yes, let's get back and situated. Funny enough, Theon said over there just a while ago. So, yes, no, let's go on. So, Theon, you say that you had an alliance, but now you don't.
Technically, we never had an alliance. Technically, we were going to.
Ah, so...
Bitches.
Oh, hello, cheese. Don't worry, it's fine. We don't need to put weapons out. Don't worry, it's fine. No weapons, no weapons. But this way, one of the things I'll say to you is that I very much appreciate you didn't start charging me with a weapon like a certain king did. But happy him day.
Right, this is the thing. As soon as we went on their land, they started charging you. Okay, I will be completely honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you.
By all means.
Theon itself as a nation is not that bad. I mean, there's people like Aragon and Nom
Okay.
that are kind of, they are the ones that keep the cogs turning, right?
Right.
Most of the citizens are just doing what they're told.
One of them
Aragon is a child.
told Cheese they ate dirt. Well, asked if Cheese ate dirt. That I thought was quite hurtful to him. It really, messed with his, personality a bit. We had to deal with that, but
Aragon is a child.
agreed. He is certainly young.
Does not know what he's doing, and time again he has confirmed that the only reason he is doing the things he's doing is to live some childish dream about being proud and his parents being proud of him.
Right.
That is not a way to lead a country. You and I both know. I can tell it. I can see it in your eyes. You are a well-established. You've got a civilization here.
Well, it's more of an encampment, but, you flatter
It doesn't
me.
matter. It's an encampment that looks amazing. The only thing is, if you get involved in Theon, right, and I promise you this is not just about self-preservation, if you get involved with Theon, they will immediately turn on you.
I agree with what you say, actually, funny enough. Put it this way. The first person that came to Titans was Frog. Now, we have a generally zero trust policy in things that occur over here. And as such, when we found them camping on the offskirts, we brought them in here. We admittedly put them into a cell, but at the end of the day, it was for their protection and our protection, as we had no idea who they were, and they seemed more than willing to tell us some things and not others. For example, as you might imagine, we were told a bit about you, funny enough. Obviously where you are located, we then were able to find out a bit more, and I gotta say I do appreciate, a good band of, rogues that have a democracy system. It's very amicable, truly.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. 1 second.
Are you
Sorry,
okay?
carry on.
Don't worry, sometimes the brain tells you things that, are just
Yeah,
very loud.
big,
Yep, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Massive
Yes,
song
brain
in my
spike.
head for a second.
Exactly. Yes, it's fine, it's fine. But yes, no, we obviously did a bit of our own sort of look into you. I suppose the thing I suppose I have to ask about you is, are you retired in your pirateering ways? Since that's the impression I got, but I'm curious. I want to hear it from you. Well, put it this way, the whole notion of, thievery, I suppose. At the end of the day, I'm just curious, are you retired or, settling down? Very well, good to know. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie
Okay.
to you.
Yes, no, I appreciate that. Put it this way, I'd prefer not to lie to people either, but, when they lie to me, certain things get said back. For example,
listen, Frog betrayed both.
Oh,
Crackens
yes.
Creek and Fionn. So, you know,
Oh,
killing
he
him
betrayed
right
us
now,
too.
or at least... Exactly! Like, he's betraying Fionn right now by being here, even though we tricked him into it. Not even tricked it... It's complicated, right? But all you need to know is that either kill Frog right now... I couldn't do it because I needed something to show you that I wasn't an intruder.
I
But
appreciate that.
You have all the rights to do whatever you want. He is under Fion's protection, though. And as soon as he dies, Fionn will come after you.
Yes, no, that's the part that I do find a bit curious. So surely you understand as well that, we'd at least want to have talks with Fionn and them on a more neutral plane as opposed to them causing an ambush. Bringing Frog here, I do appreciate as a token, but at the end of the day, in diplomacy matters, it can be a hindrance. At the end of the day, we're not here to have a power play. We're trying to see what goes on in even places, but they'll eventually notice that Frog is missing. Chances are they will blame us, but we can make things happen, so that is okay. Very well, very well.
Listen, sorry, I didn't ask your name.
Oh, my apologies. My name is, well, I go by Chaos. I'm the commanding officer of our group of warriors known as the Titans.
Chaos, I'm here to propose something.
Right.
If you go, you know, if something happens between you and Fionn, or even if you ally with them to a certain degree, or even pretend to ally with them to a certain degree, we could be in the background. Because in complete honesty, we are not a military, and we are not a kingdom. We're
Right.
pirates. We specialize in thieves,
Yes.
and robbing, and maiming, and pillaging, and plundering. That is what you need in the background. While
Right.
Fionn is distracted with you, either in a war sense or an ally sense, they will be off us.
So what you're saying is we act as almost like a distraction large enough, almost like in a hit game known as, have you ever heard the, sports game known as Overwatch, where you have a tanking character, and, they take a lot of the brunt of the abuse, and then you have other characters that sneak around. It's like different positions at the end of the day. It could be something like that, is what you're proposing, correct? We take the brunt of it, we continue our part, and you do any, alterations you need to do in your background. But I suppose with that then, at least for us, we're not planning to start, violence for the sake of violence. What would you be doing here? Like, you say interference, but I'm rather curious. I'd like to know what I'm getting myself into, you see.
What, in terms of Fionn, what we would do to
Yes, I'm curious. Since, you brought one of their residents here, so I'll have to talk that through. I can certainly do that, though. But I'm curious, what will you do once you leave here? Your plans, even.
In complete honesty, we just normally do whatever the moment feels like.
Fair, understandable.
So if you needed, for example, someone to burn a couple of houses down or kidnap a couple of citizens, then we would be the people. For example, on the way from Fionn to Krakens Creek, we are currently constructing a highway.
Oh,
And if we
right.
constructed a highway from Fionn to here, we would be able to get a lot of gold on the way by robbing people on the highway.
I see. Yeah. Well, I will say I do appreciate your talents, and I'm sure they can certainly be used. However, I do want you to understand as well, we are a varied troop when it comes to our skills. My skills are mostly found in the socialization matters. Their skills are in animal handling. Beans is a exceptionally good sneak, even. And Silver is also damn good at their job, too. At the end of the day, we have many facets done, but if you're asking, what are you truly asking for? Since you come as a peace offering, you say, as opposed to just a, mutual arrangement, that implies that there's another matter at hand here. It's like you're trying to prevent something from happening.
Chaos.
Hmm.
I'm not dumb. I may not have an army, but I am valuable. And I'm not going to stand here and grovel for your alliance, because I will never, ever grovel.
You
But what
are
I am
mistaken
concerned
here.
of is my people. We've had a couple that have left, or died, or got lost. We have only a couple left. Most of them are back home.
Mm-hmm.
If Fionn attacks, We won't die, but we'll have to move.
Hmm.
And we have put too much and risked too much to let that be slipped away by a child and an orphanage. Now you can help me, and we can be the most formidable team the nations has ever seen. Or you can lose this opportunity and see what happens if you take allies with Theon.
I understand what you say, truly. And, at the end of the day, I'm not planning to do anything that could negatively impact people. And at the end of the day, we here are all for a good purpose. We're here to ensure that people are protected. The entire land is protected. If Theon oversteps, they will be put back down. If even you were to overstep, you'd be put back down. As we were told that if we were to overstep, we would be put back down.
Oh yeah, you would.
Precisely. So, put it this way. Peace offering or not, whatever you feel about us in how we've done things. We're reasonable folk, but we're not simply going to stand here and be idle when there are warlords terrorizing the lands, if you catch my drift, as at least from what Frog told me about Aragon, they appear to be a vain, easy-to-anger fellow, and, they seem to be very thrown when I said I expected taller as a first thing, so I very much agree with that, actually.
I like that.
Yes, you always got to test.
Coming back from whatever's... We're not going to come to an agreement today, and that is
Of course.
completely fine. But I will be back.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that when I return, we will have information to give each other.
Hmm.
And I hope that that information will better our lives greatly.
That is something I would agree on. At the end of the day, finding out about the ones around you, whether they are enemy or not, is always useful. That way you can spot a weakness before it comes up. Or, find some way they can improve on. Because at the end of the day, a weakness is one thing or another. It's like a bug. It'd either be quashed or it'd be laid there for a later use.
I agree.
Hmm.
In all honesty, Chaos, I'm not your friend,
Of course.
but I'm not your enemy.
And that's how I like
Enemy
it.
of my enemy is, in this case, not a friend, but rather
A mutual.
acquaintance. Yeah.
Yes, and to put it this way, yeah. I obviously would not be immediately shaking your hand and inviting you round for dinner parties. Put it that way. That is, not what we do here. But, it'd be remiss to say that I wouldn't at least consider being amicable with people and not immediately going to the side of, let's go kill each other. That's not what we do here, and, that's something I am actually rather curious about. If we are going to be on amicable terms, I'm rather curious about this fact. What have you heard about us?
Military.
Hmm.
Very structured. In complete honesty, that's all I've heard.
Okay, well...
He doesn't really talk to me.
Yeah, he doesn't say much, does he?
He talks a lot.
Oh, he says a lot, but
very
nothing of
little.
substance at the end of the day. I've dealt with people
Yeah.
like him before, don't worry, I've
But
understood
I
what he
will-
says.
I will tell you two things.
Hmm.
You mentioned weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Theon has something called the Eternal Flame.
The Sacred Flame. Yes, that one. Hmm.
That is not the most prized possession.
Okay.
Well, at least I don't think. Aragon has a spyglass from his father.
Hmm.
Very
Oh,
little people know about
right.
it. It is stored in his tent on a desk. That is a weakness.
Oh,
That
since...
feeds impulsivity and anger and sadness. That is the only gift I'm going to be giving to you other than Frog.
Hmm.
Now, I'd love to have a tour.
Yes, well,
Would
we
you
can
like
show...
to talk?
Yes,
Yeah, this place looks
yes,
so
we can talk... We can talk about...
sorry,
Yes.
I didn't let you talk at all, Whims. Anything you'd
Yes,
like
no,
to say?
don't, sorry, please, go, ask some questions, At the end of the day, business is business. At the end of the day, it's a pleasure to meet you, truly. And I'll be happy to chat with you as well in the future. Obviously, these are introductions and, us working out other people.
Speaking
But,
of introductions, do you know what is a really good introduction?
Hmm.
Gold. Do you have any?
We do. Would you like some? As I've heard, maybe you don't have as much. I don't mind sharing a bit, if you need it.
Yeah, we're in need of gold.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, alright, why not, There you go, take a little bit more, and do your whimser. There you go, a bit more yourself.
Thank you.
We do have stores available, but at the end of the day, if it means you won't pilfer them, perhaps that could be considered.
Well, here in our affection, we have
Oh.
doubloons.
Oh, right, doubloons. I've heard of these as a currency before.
Currency. There you go.
Yes, no, I've heard about these. They're used on the ancient sea, on the seas quite a lot. Buried treasure, I believe, are assumed, correct?
Yeah.
Very much fitting the mark of
Anyway,
pirateering.
sorry, what's your
Yes.
Huh?
Good. What's your name?
Oh, huh. My name is Silva.
Hi, Silver. My name's Dio. Lovely to meet you. Do you
You
have
too.
anyone that tortured Frog around here? Like anybody that actually?
I
inflicted the
can go get them in a moment, actually. Yes, no, Beans, could you relieve Irish of his duty? I'd actually love to chat about this matter, because I believe there's some misconceptions at hand. If you could go relieve Irish and tell him to come over here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yes, no,
Yes, I have one more favor to ask of you.
By all means.
Would we be able to just have 5 minutes just to talk things through?
You know, most certainly. I can, I can recommend a few positions that might be good to speak from, or if you need more privacy in this area, I can have people close their ears and move on.
That would be appreciated.
Alright, very well. And as a show of trust, obviously the house does have its items, and as a matter of trust, I would
Jeez.
appreciate it if
Can you check
things
on,
are
can you
left
keep
where
an
they
eye on
are.
Frog, please?
Ansel.
But if you want any mead, feel free to help yourself. Irish, we're going to step outside for a moment, but then we would love to introduce you to our new acquaintances here.
Acquaintances.
Yes, you, funny enough, might actually enjoy their company more than the green one. Come along, Titans. Let us go down here for a moment. Let them have some privacy. We even gave that to Theon, so, you know.
Oh.
Just give him a moment. Give him a moment. Come on,
What do we?
step out.
We're fucking loaded, Windsor.
We're loaded, let's
Okay, what do we think? What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
Do you really trust them in that house on their own?
Yeah, just give it a moment. If they steal anything, I know. I've done an inventory of the area.
They had some balls bringing Frog here.
Indeed.
Hmm.
That's what I think.
Oh, finally. Hi.
He's lucky I didn't take out the.
I just wanted to see you.
Irish, shut up.
Yep, that's him, alright. Certainly not a doppelganger.
Sir, what do you think of them?
They're eccentric. Unwilling to have particular patterns, at least. They're a highly chaotic force.
There's only 2 of them, it seems.
Yeah,
Such
they say there's
forces
only 2
cannot
of
be
them.
Trusted.
Yes, but at the end of the day, they can be useful.
Useful.
I mean, put it this way. You throw a chaotic force into someone, they're gonna have to deal with it, even if just one person. Put it this way. Have you ever dealt... Yeah, I know. But don't worry, you're gonna have a chat with them. I want you to explain everything that happened in that room.
Everything.
I'm
Sir,
quite curious
do I
myself.
explain the truth?
But put it this way, Irish, say what happened and how at the end of the day, I was the one who stopped you. Because at the end of the day, I had to get in there and stop you.
And what happens if they pull a sword?
A sword,
That
they
won't happen.
won't. Put it this way, if they pull out a sword, they know they're in our territory. It would be foolish of them to do such a thing.
They pull out a sword, I'll pull out an axe.
Yes, exactly, we can do the same thing. If they pull out weapons, we can pull out weapons too, but as I've said before, we will not pull out weapons upon them for as long as they don't either.
Why do you want to hear what's happened in that room?
Why not? I want to know what happened.
I think you know exactly what happened.
Not every details.
You might
Mhm.
want to hear it, kid.
Shut up.
Shut up. You're
Everyone
telling
can
me
be
to shut
entitled
up.
to what they wish to hear and what they, rather would not hear at the end of the day. Even there were grisly details in the Titans, and some things are best left unsaid too, are they not? You know what happened. We just need to tell them what happened at the end of the day. It'll take
How
them a
much
while.
detail do I go into?
Nothing much,
I
but
would not.
tell you what, Silver, could you do me a favour? Just go around the back of the house and take a leaves drop if you could. Let me noticed. We will respect theirs as we did give respect to Theon. At the end of the day, if they are straight talkers, we all know that after we take a visit to their location too. They said there's only 2 of them, but then again, I said there were many archers in the trees when Theon came by. It's a typical ruse at the end of the day. They already know there's plenty of us in Theon, so of course when we bring 6 more, they will be surprised, and with a fresh face of Vortex, that'll be certainly interesting. At the end of the day, if we go over to their encampment and there is no one else there, that is going to be quite curious.
Greenie, have you ever heard the phrase, you can't unring a bell? Yeah.
Why?
Think about that phrase before you go in and listen to what I'm gonna say. You can't unring a bell.
You can say as much as you need to, but I would recommend that you stop after Mira has left to get the first aid, as at that point, what was done was done.
Yeah.
But you can explain about how you went in and did the deed. I get the feeling this will be a good test. I want to see if they truly are democratic and, you know, of good people, or if they love the grisly details, so to put. That'll be a good nature. After all, they did kidnap someone here, which is an interesting peace offering, but, well, I'll happily accept. After all, they're a criminal.
What do we do with Frog, anyways?
We put him back in the cell. I can retrofit the room pretty quickly.
He's staying here?
Yes,
Sir,
he is.
Why?
Sir, no. Of all of the things that you've agreed to, this is by far the second dumbest.
Yes, but put it this way. We have a gift horse, do we not? We have one of the Theon citizens. We'll see how they act when they are gone. Put it this way. A testing in their reaction. If one of their citizens is gone for seemingly no reason, will they immediately accuse us? Will they throw accusations which I have no means to back up on? We'll find out. At the end of the day, we can always just say we didn't kidnap him, because we didn't. It'd be interesting.
I suppose.
It's a testing of response at the end of the day. I mean, maybe they won't even notice. It'll be interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Well,
While
we'll
he's
see what
here-
happened.
While he's here, I'm going to assume I'm not allowed to take out the other eye.
yeah, for now.
The tongue?
We'll consider it.
Hello?
Hello!
Hey.
Hi, hello.
Oh.
Terribly sorry, gave you good distance.
Hi. No, that's much appreciated. We
Yeah.
have much to talk about, actually.
Yes, no, by all means, should we head back in?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Tell us.
Irish, please come along. We'll tell the tales, shall we? Do you like tales? You know, stories and whatnot?
No, thank you. Right.
There you go, come
okay,
along.
Here's the deal. Chaos, I'm going to be straight with you. I'm gonna
Yes, I would
be
appreciate
straight
that.
with you. Before I hear anything from Irish, lovely to see you, Irish. Big fan of your handiwork. Right, Chaos. Here's the thing, right? Frog. That's the
Yes.
issue right now.
Exactly.
We've took a vote. I hope you understand the value of democracy.
Indeed.
We cannot let you keep him, unfortunately. But hear me
Right.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I have a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
You and me, we stage a fake argument or something that Frog can hear. We make him
Mhm.
believe that we are not allied or not even colleagues or not whatever we just talked about. Then he runs off back to where he came from. He tells Aragon, oh, they hate each other. And then you guys go in
Oh.
for the fake alliance or whatever alliance or real, I don't care. But we cannot let Frog leave knowing the information that we are fine.
That is honestly something that even I would think of. You
Better than
have a
what
good
we
mind.
thought of.
I've thought of a few things like that, but, you know, didn't think of it right then. Put it this way, obviously will be a bit of a hard sell on certain members, as after all, he did cause severe injuries to one of ours, but they're not here right now. At the end of the day, we can easily just say what happened, and, put it this way, when it comes to this altercation, I will say certain things, and you'll be like, oh my god, you can't take him, you can't, how could you do this, no, you brought him here, what the fuck do you mean? You know, if you want to do a punch or two, I can take one, it's perfectly fine. I won't punch you out of respect, but, you know, at the end of the day, I'm perfectly amicable with that arrangement, if it puts us in interesting stead with Theon, since I'm very intrigued with how things happened between you and Theon. Of course, there's probably, you know, interesting sides to each one. Certain things may be revealed, certain things won't, but that is certainly a tale, is it not?
We stole the boat. They wanted it back. They then cheated on a game in which
Oh.
to gamble the boat back.
Right.
by
Oh,
the
so it's a
help of
cheat.
Frog, so we were very
Oh.
annoyed. And then we went over to Theon and we were like, hey, you cheated in our game. And he was like, yeah, and so
Oh.
we kidnapped one of theirs and
Hmm.
faked a death
Oh, okay,
We
okay.
didn't actually kill them. We just
Okay,
wanted to put him
right.
through enough emotional trauma to show us that he had guts. And
Oh,
then when he
wait,
showed
the
us he
person,
had
wait, the
guts,
person, wait, sorry, time out. The person you kidnapped through emotional trauma or Aragon?
Aragon.
Okay, carry on.
Anyway, so
Yep.
like putting Aragon through like really
Hmm.
big emotional trauma because we were like, oh,
Right.
somebody only shows their true strength
Hmm.
like after they've been shown like a lot of emotional trauma. So
Yep,
we were like,
understandable.
hey, let's not actually kill them because we don't want to kill anybody because that would
Right.
be kind of rude.
Yeah.
And then we didn't kill them, but we let them think they were dead. And then it was like it was all fun and games. But then Aragon shows up with like loads of people, and we're like, yeah, you finally showed us that you can do it. So we were like, hey, let's be allies. And then Frog, because he betrayed us both, we were like, oh, let's both kill him, and we made a promise, and we were like, yeah, let's kill him if he ever comes back.
Right.
And then I go to Theon to sign his contract and find out that Frog's there, and he's becoming a citizen of Theon, and that Frog is literally going to be protected by Theon, the same nation that agreed with us that if they ever return, they would be killed. And then he takes a sacred oath, so now Frog is a member of Theon, and
And that certainly explains why Frog's one navigating Theon over here. He sold us out to them as a way to get him into Theon.
Exactly.
Interesting.
That is the only reason he is in Theon. Otherwise, Aragon would have killed him. But the fact is that Aragon still didn't kill him after the information.
Yeah.
That is it.
Let's put it this way, if he was simply to return here, we would have most likely killed him on the spot, or, had him adhere to more of his crimes. Put it this way, some of his crimes being how he dissuaded certain people. We have a crime of equal punishment, cutting out said tongue. The hands that pushed him will then be cut off, so then they continue on with their life as that. It's brutal, but at the end of the day, you need a brutal
They don't
message.
kill him. They just maim him.
Yes, and that lesson as well is something we can talk about in a moment, but honestly, at least from the sound of things, obviously there's parts I do agree with, parts that I don't, but at the end of the day, if Theon has broken an agreement that has been made between you two, that was generally adhered, and I do understand a bit of pirating. Codes are sacred, are they not? If it was at least a
Also, they
code.
wouldn't let us steal stuff, which is...
I wouldn't let you take my things, is a brutal honesty as well, but it's terribly sorry. Look, at the end of the day, though, we can still set up different trades of things. I'm sure there's many different things we can each offer us. Actually, funny thing, we'll talk about this later and not on another thing, but cocoa beans, you don't happen to be a purveyor of them, are you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know,
You
then.
don't happen to have goat horns, do you?
I mean... Yes, funny enough, we'll be talking with Theon as well about this, because we do have a surplus, but yes, we certainly do. There can be some interesting deals
False
made.
alarm.
It's
Notice,
just showing off.
everything's
Don't worry, it's fine. We were just showing off things. It's fine, carry on.
Oh,
Go.
oh, so
Okay,
you're
okay.
Irish, right?
Oh, yes, no, sorry, let's go ahead. Would you like to hear Irish's tale on how Frog learned a valuable lesson in shutting their damn mouth?
Are you a real raccoon?
Mm-hmm.
That is sick.
We're a diverse
Do you have a
bunch.
tail? Oh my god, the whimsy is... Come here,
Right.
come here, come here.
He has a tail?
It's fine, Irish. Just don't
my
pull
God.
it.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna pull it, but can I pet it? Fluffy.
I wouldn't touch it. Irish, you
Okay,
remember back
okay.
at base when someone touched your tail? What was the last thing that happened to them? Just for the sake of clarity. What did you do to that person?
Jaw.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep my jaw.
No,
It-
me
yes.
too. I
Those are handy
wish
for
you have
eating.
Really interesting eyebrows.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what? What? First of all, who are you wearing? Oh my god.
Go ahead. It's natural.
joking.
It's natural stuff. But carry on.
Irish, listen. All I want to know is, did Frog scream?
The question's not did he scream, but how loud. And
Okay,
he screamed
so-
quite loud.
Did he? Did he?
Hmm.
Was it really loud? Was it like
Mm.
enough to wake dead parents from the grave loud?
I can only imagine.
Oh, that's great. You know, Irish, I think we're going to be great friends. I think we're... fist bump, my guy. Fist bump. Come on. Come on. I know you have it in you. Come on. Come on, fella. One little
Just-
one. That's all it takes. Just a little...
go on.
pop. There you
Just-
go. You got it. You did
Just
it.
a little one. Don't do what we did to Theon. Hold
Hey, maybe
back.
we can show you how to play Dead Man's Grave one time.
All right. Yes.
You
Game's
guys
very
are
interesting. We
Graves?
we still have yet to set up our own game as well. But that can be one set up for another time as well. Involve goats, funny enough. But
Here's a
Dead Man's
quick
Grave.
thing, quick question. I
Hmm.
do want to know.
Yes, carry
Do
on.
you believe in any gods?
Some of us may have held that, but at least currently, gods aren't really our thing. We're more of a disciplined sort. But, you know, by all means, if you do, that is, you know, we're not going to force upon anything with you. At the end of the day, we all are who we are.
Believes in an ancient lizard, so.
Yes, I heard about that, the dragon, which personally I would have thought should have been a phoenix, but, you know, that's just me.
Yeah, it's
Something about
it's-
rising from the
exactly,
ashes,
it's
but...
like dragon, oh, you know.
Yeah, it's like, you know, dragon, more
lizard
like
thing.
dragon D's nuts on your
Oh,
dead parent,
okay,
you know.
Right, yeah, great. Thank
Okay.
you for that. Listen, I think we go ahead with the plan.
Yes.
Chaos,
Yes, mm.
What I'm gonna do, right?
Yeah, let's talk over here, let's talk over here, let's talk over here, let's talk over here,
Okay,
over
so
here,
I'll
over
hear the
here, you know,
story
far
another
away. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll hear. Listen.
Yeah.
Well, let's set up a date. I'll just burst into the walls and I'll say, "Hi guys," and then we'll be like, "Hi," and then we'll
It
talk
is,
about it a lot
I
more.
would say, it's usually handy to at least send a bit of information. If you have a firework launcher or something, just send it up in the sky. It tells us, so we don't immediately shoot on sight. We have, nasty implements for such a thing.
We're just gonna hope you don't shoot. Anyway, so
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is just get a frog in the vicinity, and then, yeah, all our gods are fruity. Anyway, so then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna be like, well, you know what? You're not my mom anyway, and then
Okay,
we're gonna
okay,
run
yeah,
out,
yeah.
and then it's all gonna, you know.
Yeah, sure. Alright, we can start shouting. Yeah. Like you're just like, all right, come on,
you
grab
just,
and go.
You
Yeah.
just insult
Oh,
me.
I
I
can
hate
shout.
being insulted. You just insult
Okay,
me.
okay.
And then I'll be like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
okay.
That sort of stuff.
I mean, okay,
Right, can we get
okay,
frog
okay.
in the vicinity?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Someone's
Put it this way.
staring at me. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Silver, go get frog now.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a
Oh,
bit
wait, is this
aggressive.
part of the thing?
I mean, you know, we might as well be a little bit of it. Come on, bring him over here.
Okay.
I want him to see this.
Ready, Winter. We know what, Chaos? You know what? I don't even
Oh,
care.
really? What?
I don't-
Oh, no,
you're
I'm
just-
sorry,
you're
but your
just like
attitude is
Arrogant.
completely
You are
unnecessary in this
just
matter.
like Arrogant.
Oh, don't you dare! You know, you're as vain as him, aren't you, huh? Oh, really?
Oh, you are
really?
the
Yep.
same.
No,
You are
carry
the
on,
same.
carry
You
on.
know
No,
what?
go
You
ahead,
are
go
the
ahead.
same.
Oh, you wish you never came here, yet here you are, you try to give a shitty peace offering. Look, put it this way, Dio, we still have the eye, okay? That's all we need of this piece of trash scum. He is
That
only
is
meat.
So true.
Hey, that was really whoa.
Look, the only reason I'm taking yours back is because Whimser asked me to, okay?
Oh,
There's
dear
nothing
lord,
else.
don't get me started with Whimser. Look, Whimser, I'm sorry that Dio is treating you like this,
Oh,
but...
don't do it,
oh,
don't do
hey,
that.
hey!
Listen, I don't want to talk.
Oh,
The only
you
reason
are
I'm
lucky.
taking it now is because
Stand down. They don't deserve it. They aren't worth a durability on your weapons. Really?
Let's go, Whimser. Let's go. Let's
Yeah?
go.
Oh, yeah, no, please, get moving.
Yeah,
Go on,
yeah,
Frog,
I'll
get
see you in
moving.
hell.
I-
I'll
Move.
see you in hell.
Move it.
Don't. See you in
Move
hell.
it, Frog.
Jesus.
Go, get out,
Yeah,
move it.
Have fun. Have fun with
Get
your
it.
knees.
Come on,
your
hurry
knees
up.
and your
TikTok.
natural clothes.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
one
brilliant.
more
I'm
time,
sure that
please.
hat is brilliant. Because you absolutely love showing how important you are with the headpiece. Like, get moving, Frog.
Pigs
Get moving, come on.
Done, Chaos.
One
Come
more
on.
time,
Well
Chaos.
Yeah? What?
Don't you dare!
What, you gonna hit me?
Need to move
You
on.
gonna hit me?
Put that
That's what I
down.
thought. Carry on. Move it. You're in our land. Move. Next time you hear, you're dead, you hear me? Don't return! Yes, watch out for our visitors here! Oh dear. Well, dear, don't protect your
fine now.
people
Get a
because you
move on.
won't! Move it!
Ah, fine, gosh.
Yeah, that's right, keep moving.
Come on, quick.
This place is unsafe.
The fuck? I just need to pee. Wait. What
Oh,
the?
you need a pee? Here, let me make a hole for you! Come on!
Why are you following me talking about my pee? That's weird, man.
What?
No more lingering, it freezes! Move it! Stand by with show we're here. Just, you know, we'll be there and be imposing. And recording done. Ba da ba da ba da ba ba.